We've got the shorts and shells column from Week 17, and it was a record-breaking season for a lot of guys, almost all on the offensive side of the ball. The Patriots and the Saints basically putting up crazy numbers.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Drew Brees back in Week 16 shattering the all-time yardage mark, but on Sunday in Week 17, completion percentage, 2 marks, one that he held, but one that Peyton Manning held a couple years ago. And you had the tight ends, Jimmy Graham and Rob Gronkowski, putting up 2 seasons for the ages, both passing Kellen Winslow. It was kind of cool watching them pinball back and forth on Sunday. Gronkowski ends up on top of the all-time mark. But Darren Sproles, one-ups for the Saints. He gets the all-time yardage marks. These are things that have stood for a number of years, so it's incredible to think about what the offense has brought to the table in 2011.
Almost had a defensive record as well. Jared Allen came up just short in trying to chase after that record for Michael Strahan. While not a great day for him, also not a great day for Santonio, Holmes, Stevie Johnson, a couple of receivers in that AFC East that ended their season on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, Stevie Johnson did his little stunt, pulled up his shirt, said Happy New Year, was benched the rest of the game. But I'm going to call out Santonio a little bit more here. He basically quit on his teammates. That's what they said in the locker room afterward. We're talking about a guy who just signed a $50 million contract in the offseason, was named a captain by Rex Ryan. That, to me, is one of Ryan's biggest sins this season. I think it really ended up costing him. He lost his locker room, and now we're talking about assistant coaches being fired, Mark Sanchez possibly being done in New York, talk of breaking this team up. And I think Santonio Holmes, we look back at that trade, Steelers gave him up for a 5th-round pick. Maybe they knew something that the Jets didn't.
Had some issues with teammates also earlier in the year. And just, you kind of feel like the way they're boastful the Jets are and the way Rex Ryan is, when it goes bad, it's going to go really bad in New York. And we're seeing maybe that's just the beginning of it. Also, another New York team, the Giants, they're going the other direction. A big win over the Cowboys on Sunday night. They're a playoff team.
Yeah, I mean, Eli Manning now has 2 huge weapons. Victor Cruz, this guy just continues to amaze. You pair him with Holmes in the New York receiver situation, and that contract, I mean, he's playing for peanuts, so it's amazing what the Giants are getting out of him. They haven't forgotten Steve Smith. I mean, he's long gone now. So, they're getting healthier on the defensive line, too. I think that's going to be important as they take on the Falcons. Got to get after Matt Ryan in that 2-minute passing drill they run.
If those Giants get going, I'm not sure that anyone really wants to play them. I don't think the Falcons are happy to be playing the Giants. I would think that the Packers, considering the way they've played them before against Giants, I don't think they really want to face this New York team either.
It's interesting, too, when you think about the Falcons. I mean, Matt Ryan's in the same situation Eli was in 07. 0-2 in playoff games. Team facing a lot of questions about whether they're ready to take the next step. Maybe the Falcons can go on the road and get a big playoff win, but right now the Giants are playing well.
We'll find out next week, the first round of the postseason. For the best coverage of the league, check us out at ProFootballWeekly.com.
It's never too early to start thinking about the NFL Draft, and Pro Football Weekly's new draft database has you covered. Check out updated player rankings for over 750 prospects and our exclusive PFW Stock Watch. Just go to the Draft tab at ProFootballWeekly.com.